I'm calling my heart, calling my heart.
Hi guys, it's Amanda here. Just wanted to jump on really quick and just have a little chat with you guys, share some stuff that's been going on with me. Crazy, like literally crazy. My life has been a whirlwind in the last couple months. I literally just felt this huge calling and intuition, inner wisdom, guidance, whatever you want to call it, to move up to Oregon, where my family lives. I had been living in Sonoma County for, almost 10 years and was kind of just stuck in a rut, doing the same things, wasn't really growing in the ways that I wanted to grow and what I wanted to experience, and just a handful of other situations and things going on in my life. And it really led me to this place of just really finding myself again and being led to the royal vibe journey and a spiritual journey and a path that I feel like I've always been on, but I feel like it just kind of sharpened and just became something completely different. And it's just been nuts. Really fucking crazy. So how it happened was I just started having all these really strong intuitive hits, like crazy freaking hits of intuition that were just telling me that I needed to, be where my family is. And after 10 years of being away from them, I never really felt that. Like, I love my family, love you guys, but, for me, seeing everyone every couple months or, a couple times a year for holidays and stuff, it just was what it was, and I never really thought anything of it until I started to really dive deeper in my spiritual journey and be on my path. And the way it actually happened was I had put on a breathwork and cacao ceremony in Santa Rosa, and I had just gotten back from a plant medicine retreat where I really was able to dive in and really just kind of see myself in this whole new way. And I absolutely fell in love with cacao and with breath work. And I just thought it was so, so powerful. I wanted to be able to, just go to a breathwork class, just like a yoga class. And when I got back to Santa Rosa, there was nothing like that there, so I was like, fuck it. Like, I'm just going to create it. I'm going to create a ceremony space. And that's exactly what I did. I had a good friend fly out. She was actually here in the States from Australia for Burning Man. And so she came down and helped me put on the retreat, the ceremony. And so it was all planned out. People bought tickets. It was like an amazing experience. But the really powerful thing for me that weekend was actually, I sat with sacred teacher plants. I sat with mushrooms. Just wanted to put a quick disclaimer in here when I started to talk about plant medicine, mushrooms, teacher plants. This is just an experience that I have had personally, so I'm not condoning this for anyone. If this is something that you're interested in, I would say do your research, find a shaman or someone who can seriously guide you through this experience. Do you boo-boo, and it just opens you up to the core of who you are, to the things that you know to be true for yourself and who you are, but the illusion of so many concepts that we place upon ourselves, ideas, ways of thinking, worries about how other people view us and what they think about us, and if I do this, what is somebody gonna think or say or whatever it is. And all of those things really just fall away, and you're able to just really hear your highest self and your intuition like so clear. And I really it was just a really crazy stream of events that had happened, honestly. Like, I had this this really strong intuitive hit during the ceremony to where a lot of stuff was cleared, and I released a lot of stuff that was just personal to me. And then it was almost like during that ceremony of cleansing, I got like boom, 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 like just instructions that was like, go home, move to Oregon, leave this, leave your job, go pursue this, hold this sacred space. Like, you're going to be working in sacred space like this. You're a light, like just all of these truths that I know that I like just couldn't deny anymore. Like, it was literally just me being like, all right, dude, like, fuck, like, I can't like ignore this anymore. And, so it's like, I went to the ceremony that we were holding for the breath work and the cacao, and it felt like this beautiful, like, initiation ceremony for me. Like, I felt like I was holding this sacred space for myself, even though I was there working with 20 plus people, stepping into my queendom, stepping into the truth and into what I know to be true, and stepping into the path of following my intuition. And it's so crazy how the universe works, how God works. And literally after that weekend, I think we had the ceremony on a Saturday, and I want to say that Monday I got a text from my roommate that was like, hey, his partner was going to be moving back into the house that we were sharing. And, it was kind of like that text to say like, hey, things are kind of moving in this direction. So, giving you the heads up and enough time for you to like find a spot and find a new place. And I was like, damn, this is so crazy. Like, and then I think it wasn't a week after that I had been in my job for like years, right? Like, loved being in Bennett Valley, loved being there, meeting everyone that I met. They were literally just such a family to me in so many ways. Like, I freaking grew so much in front of so many people that literally just showered me in love all the time. Every day that I was at that job, like, people loved on me, and it was just so incredible. Basically, it came to my attention that there was some plotting, some plotting to get me fired, actually, because I had taken off time. And I was, doing my own healing journey, and was on, I was healing from some really heavy shit that I had gone through in the last couple of years. And, because I think I felt like it was such a family there that, the people that I worked with kind of understood and knew that, that was the journey I was on. But at the same time, that journey was getting heavier and heavier, and was getting more, like a calling. And so, it's like, I'm sure I had a little bit of a vibe of, being done with being in Bennett Valley. But at the same time, it was like, damn, it kind of like, it hit me in a way that my ego was like, fuck, like, how dare you, like, and then I just like took a step back and was like, wait a minute, like, this is fucking crazy. Like, literally, I had this ceremony, I got all these intuitive hits that were like, dun dun dun, do this, and then had so many visions of like healing and transformation, like within my own family, and just all this stuff that was just like, just crazy, right? And then right after that was literally like, okay, you're losing the place that you live, you're gonna lose your job, different relationships that I was a part of were starting to kind of fall away, and it literally was like I was being ejected from Sonoma County, and everything I knew. And the more that I tried to grasp and hang on to things, the more it just slipped away from me, and the more unhappy I became. It was like, there was a part of me that was so fearful to fully let go of certain things. When you're so used to something, and so used to a place, and to people, and to routines, and everything, and I had really fought against coming to Oregon for 10 years. Like, my family has been up here this whole time, and I was like, nah, dude, I'm good on Oregon, and it was really crazy. It was almost like God, universe, my guides, my highest self, whatever you want to call it, was like, no, like, you need to come here. You need to experience this. You need to shed all of the aspects of you that are not serving you anymore, and just really fully step into your power, step into you and your intuition, your queendom, onto the royal vibe journey, and just really surrender and let go. And it has been insane. Insane. It's been really trying, and really it's just been a wild ride, like to where I feel like I've been in ceremonial space with my own family through being able to express myself and allow anger to come through, allow hurt and old stories and old ways of whatever happened with us 10 years ago with, between relationships within the family, and just relearning dynamics. And just the whole thing has been really, really crazy and beautiful, super beautiful, because I also don't think that I would be able to be in the space that I'm in and in such a good headspace had I not been on a spiritual journey and a reawakening of self, and a diving in to looking at my own shit and looking at myself in such a way for the past however handful of years, because coming back home, being around family, it brings up a lot of triggers, it brings up a lot of old stories and old narratives, and being able to have the perception and the awareness that I have now I'm really, really grateful. And not to say that I'm perfect, because I'm still a bitch, and I still speak out of turn, and, put my foot in my mouth, and, I'm still human. But at the same time, it's just been this journey of coming home, like literally, and being so out of my comfort zone that I can't do anything but trust my intuition. I feel like I've been put into this spot of having no other option but to lean on my inner guidance system. And I feel like that is literally my mission, is being the example of listening to intuition. And I'm not perfect at it. I'm still not. But being in this super quiet space, and this space of, like having no other option. Like when I first got here, I, jumped right back into getting a job, and, of course, like in the same kind of industry that I was in before. And I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, this is insane. I fucking hate this. Not only do I hate this industry, but now I'm in a place where I make less money. People don't tip as well. I went from making X, Y, and Z to now making what? So it was kind of just, okay, another experiment and another lesson to say, like, trust your intuition. Don't put yourself back into the old narrative. Don't put yourself back into an old place of just because you are comfortable and know that it can be this, this, and this, And I feel like I'm just in this season of following my gut. And, if there's something that I feel like I don't want to do, like, sorry, I ain't gonna do it. Like, I'm not gonna put myself back into just a random job that I don't care about. I'm really gonna lean on source and lean on the abundance mindset that I have cultivated for the last couple of years, to really put it into practice and really like be able to see that, like, no, I can create my own reality and can create what I want to experience. And because of that, it's shifted so much of my energy. And really birthed the Royal Vibe journey. Like, you know, Royal Vibes has been a part of me since, gosh, it's been almost over 10 years now, and longer than 10 years actually. But it's, you know, evolving into retreats and one-on-one coaching and working with people who also want to be on this type of spiritual journey and to strengthen their awareness. And I know that I'm doing the groundwork for it now, and I'm like still doing the work within myself, but that doesn't mean that I can't help and guide other people along their journey. And the energy that I was putting into staying safe and staying in my comfort zone was so crazy. Like, so much energy was going into that, to where now that I've reclaimed that energy, reclaimed that power, and put it into the energy of trust and surrender and flow, has, you know, so many cool fucking things happened. Like, you know, we're putting on a retreat at the end of the month. It's coming up in like literally 20 days. And just the synchronicities and all the things that have happened, like, and to look back and be like, holy shit, like, had I had not taken that leap and taken that, you know, that fork in the road, like, I wouldn't be here, you know, I wouldn't be creating a retreat alongside one of my best friends, you know, to help other people on their journey and support other people in their healing, and to create space where women and men can come together and share like what their experience is like, and journey with plant medicine and journey into their souls, and take time out of the hustle and bustle of like this crazy world that we live in, and seeing the importance in that, and just being able to feel so blessed. Like, the retreat's coming up, and I'm just so stoked because, dude, the universe is insane. Like, God is insane in the ways that he can open things up and allow for things to come into our experience. And it's like, who knows who the fuck you gonna meet? Like, who knows, like, who you're gonna run into and like share experience with, and share testimony with, and laugh and, you know, have just a fun ass time with. Like, you just never know who can walk into your reality. And so that's just the place that I'm living from right now, is like just total surrender. Total fucking surrender. And just literally getting down to the point of following that intuition. You know, do I work out today? Do I sit and meditate all day? Do I go for a hike? Do I do this? Like, and really listening to myself in a whole new way. Because when you get out of your own way, and you get out of your routine, and you get out of trying to put on a facade of things being a certain way, or for me, actually, it was fighting and fighting and fighting for things to be the way that I wanted them to be. And that's a lot of energy, you know. It's all, and when you can step back and really just accept where things are and how they are, and take responsibility as to you know, how you created or co-created that to happen, then, you know, that's all you can do, is just accept it. And it's no use like fighting, you know, putting oil and water together. Like, it's just not. So yeah, it's just crazy. Life is crazy. The journey is crazy. I'm so thankful and glad to be on this Royal Vibe journey with you guys, to share it with you guys. You know, just to express and say, you know, fuck it. If I have no one view this, then that's cool too. it's all good, you know, but I'll be able to come back and look at it one day and probably laugh my ass off. So, but anyways, that's me, a little just quick, like how I got to be where I am. So grateful for everyone that has allowed me to be on this journey. Really grateful for everyone that's been a part of my experience, who has played a part in it and got me to this place. And I know that my experience is just going to keep evolving and opening up and expanding, and I'm just super excited for that, because who knows what's around the corner, right? So anyway, thanks for listening, guys. If any of this resonates with you, or you want to hear more stories, or you know, I definitely want to share some of my experiences during with plant medicine, and during you know, retreat space, and different programs and things that I've worked with, different spiritual teachers that I've linked up with along the way. I definitely want to start sharing all of that information with you guys, and just, you know, sharing my experience, and maybe by doing so it will spark something within you. So who knows? But anyway, that's it for me today. So thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Okay, bye.
Calling my heart, calling